Hello everyone, my name is Khalior. I bring to you every week the latest news related to Bloodhunt and everything around it, and I help explain the news in a way to better understand what is going on for posterity, archival, and recording purposes as usual. It is currently Saturday, April 13th, 2024. It is currently 11:25 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. It has been 718 days since the official release of Bloodhunt. Currently activated in-game is the Primus Pass, and the current patch is the community update. We are recording this live on Twitch every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, except for the days where we have an event that's happening, in which case it's going to be at the end of Sunday. So the next two Saturdays, I'm not going to be doing the news at 11 a.m. on Saturdays. It's going to be later on in the afternoon on Sundays. So next two weekends, that's how it's going to go. If you are live, feel free to ask questions in chat if it's related to something that I'm talking about. And as a reminder and a disclosure, as usual, I'm not a game dev. I'm not bound by an NDA, but I'll do the best that I can to explain the news with some reasonable assumptions. And I do not work for Shark Mob. Now, first of all, I need to say that this is probably going to be a quick show. I'm going to expedite all this. I've got a lot on my plate, and honestly, I've got some free time and I want to use it. Unfortunately, it's not going to be a blood hunt because the next 2 weeks are going to be full of blood hunt stuff for me to work in the background. So whenever I get some free time, I want to use it. But yeah, there hasn't been like that many like new news in the community, so it's just gonna be just a bunch of reminders today and how some things have been evolving. So I'm gonna give you, it's basically an update show today. So we're gonna start with the few reminders that we usually have. Let's get into that. So first of all, need to remind everyone that currently, if you're watching the stream, you are getting some drops. There are some free drops that you can get from watching the top 100 streamers of Bloodhunt. So meaning the people who have had their streams tagged with drops. And the current set of drops that we have run from March 29th to April 26th. And you have the bow down emote, the coquette kitten mask, Crooked Corporation eyewear, and the lined up facial hair. You need to watch 4 hours of streaming from any of the top 100 streamers. The counter still goes on from streamer to streamer. So if you watch 2 hours on one person and you go on another stream that is tagged with drops, your timer is still going to continue. And for the rest of the month, you still have the Milk outfit and Swift Vision eyewear also as another 4 hour timer drop. These are going to be removed in the next drops. Like, they're going to be integrated. There's not going to be another campaign that you need to watch for another 4 hours because it's starting to get a little bit in the way. But yeah. If you're a streamer and you want the drops on your channel, make sure that you stream Bloodhunt during this month. We are just about halfway through the month. At the end of the month, usually on the last Thursday, the community managers take the list of the top 100, the people that have streamed the most amount of hours during the month, and they establish a top 100 list. And then the people who who are in this list are tagged for the next few drops, usually for the rest of the month. It's going to be very interesting next month because we're going to have 2 sets of drops that are going to be happening. One set that's going to be happening for 3 weeks, and then one quickie set that's going to be there for 1 week only. So it's going to be very interesting, I think. Now, after all of this, what do we have? We have the community voting. Little update on the community voting, as we usually do every week. So, for if you don't know, inside of the game, there is an option to do community voting. It lets you select, it lets you choose between different options, different combinations of TDM maps, of legendary weapons, and also artifacts that are going to be live in the game the moment that the timer is over. Usually the timer, whenever that's being reset, that's at the very end of Sunday if you're a player in the western side of the world. If you're in the Americas, if you're in the EU, it's very early in the Monday morning. That's when the rotation comes in, and that's the moment also that when you're able to look at the other vote options for the week. And what we've got this week, what we've been working with this week, TDM maps, we've had Graveyard, Skybar, and Railway Station with 41% of the votes, so, still a little bit divided in the community of what we want. Legendary weapons, Assault Rifle, Revolver, Pistol, and Dual SMGs with 48% of the votes. Okay, a little bit more decisive on what we want. Also, this is the second, I believe this is the second week that we've got the Revolver back in the game. Interesting time. And yes, for artifacts, at 45% of the votes, we've got Hand of Glory and Noddist Volume. And apparently, some people have looked at some of the numbers and saw that it didn't take much for another option to be in second place. Could have been in first place, but not enough people voted for the other option. I believe that had the boots, if I'm not mistaken. Don't remember. It's people that managed to get those numbers. They do a little bit of data mining. And for the voting choices that we've got this week, remember, you have the rest of the weekend to go vote for those. For artifacts, we've got the combination of Crofamulus and Eye of Thorns, Expeditious Boots and Rourke's Ram, and Hand of Glory and Noddist Volume. For TDM maps, we've got the options of Graveyard, Rodolphinum, Divine Disco, Rooftop Restaurant, Library, and Railway Station, and Old Town Square, Slaughterhouse, and Harbor. And as for legendary weapons, we've got the combinations of Toggler, Pistol, Revolver, and Assault Rifle. Kind of, almost the same thing that we've got this week, like getting close to. Option 2, which is Crossbow, Pump Shotgun, Hunting Rifle, and Silence SMG. And option 3, we've got LMG, 9-barrel, Dual Crossbows, and Double Barrel. Choose very wisely, because these options, if you don't know, they're going to be very important, because whatever is voted for these weapons is going to be in function next Saturday. What happens next Saturday? Well, we have a competitive tournament that's happening. So, if there are any competitive players that want to play this game next Saturday during the event, that's going to be very important. Choose wisely. I know a lot of competitive players really don't like the 9-barrel these days, so maybe it's a good idea not to vote for that one. Maybe not a good an option to not vote for this option. I know that some people don't like the golden hunting rifle because they don't necessarily like the gameplay that brings the hunting rifle in trios. I don't know, maybe not vote for this. And that goes also in the same way for the artifacts. These artifacts are going to influence how the tournament is going to work. Now, keep in mind, during those tournaments, also the people who sign up get to vote on certain extra rules. So let's say that the Crofamulus and Eye of Thorns get voted in. Maybe collectively the people who are going to play say, we do not want anyone to use the Eye of Thorns, and there's an extra rule, people don't get to pick it. But it's always good if you have like the most options, the best options of artifacts that are going to be the most useful artifacts that you're going to have inside the game. I know a lot of them really don't like the Hand of Glory, but that means that every time that they're going to open a safe when playing the game, they're going to have a 50-50 chance of like maybe one of them is going to be useful. So maybe they're going to see like open up a Hand of Glory and they have to leave it there because they're not able to pick it because they said no one gets to pick one. Okay, then it's going to be not as volume. But if you get a combination of maybe, let's say, Expediter's Boots and Rourke's Ram, maybe Crow Famulus and Eye of Thorns, where they say like, oh, all of those are good. We can take all those artifacts. Then it's more chances of them having artifacts that are good to use. But for the majority of players, that doesn't mean anything. I totally understand. You play whatever you want. Anyways, so remember, you have up until Sunday evening to go vote. So whenever you got 5 minutes, make sure you log inside the game. Go pick your votes for all the 3 categories, and the community will be very thankful for you doing that. Kunseru says vote Boots. I would probably say vote Boots as well because I want Rourke's Ram to be back in the game. Okay, and now I'm going to be moving on to community events. So for community events, as a reminder, if you want to know what's happening inside the community, the best place to do it is, well, first, you can always like look for the news here by watching my news stream every week. Every time that I do a news stream, you can look at the VODs here, but you can also wait, hold on. There we go. You can also go on my other channels, like on my Twitter. I always post like about Bloodhunt. I post a lot of things about Bloodhunt, but also every news recap that I do is posted on my YouTube with some timestamps, and you can. And all the links are also posted there. If you're currently watching on YouTube, all the links of everything that I'm talking about, they are inside the description, so you can click all the links. Now, another way that you can get all of the information about the events in the community, well, you can join the Bloodhunt Discord. There is a special channel that is made especially for events that are not events from Shark Mob, that are not events from Bloodhunt. There are community-based, community-driven, community-made events inside. There's a channel called Community Events. It's all posted there. You might have to scroll a bit to just see all the events that are there. You see all of the links. It's all of the stuff that I'm going to be talking about today, but this is where you can find those things. You don't necessarily need to wait for my news recap to let you know what's happening, because I do it once a week. Sometimes there's events that don't necessarily last long, or you go like, wait a second, I need to find all of those links. They're inside the community events channel. Now, moving to, the thing that I was just talking about like a second ago, we've got a competitive trios tournament that is happening next Saturday, and the people that compete can get those fantastic competitive masks that are in there. It is this one is specifically made to be for the EU only, so EU region. Not saying you need to be in the EU necessarily. Like there's a lot of competitors that are in Russia. It can be Middle East. It can be like anything inside that region. I should have probably like specified a little bit, but it's anyone that usually will play or connect on EU servers whenever you're playing Bloodhunt. Yeah, you are invited to join in. You're invited to sign up. It's going to be on a private server, 10 teams in trios. So it's going to be trios game mode. So 30 people, 10 teams fighting to be in the top 3 spots so you can win the competitive prizes. Now, I've warned everyone, because I was told that there was going to be like a guarantee, pretty much if I make an EU-only event, that there was going to be people that line up that will join the event. Absolutely guaranteed, Khalior, if you make it, they will come. Well, I got 8 teams signed up, and the signups end on Sunday evening. I need 10 teams to compete. I need even more than 10 teams to compete because there's always some people, suddenly their schedules change or suddenly they have connection issues, they can't join or whatever. So it's always good to have a few backup teams. So like last event, we were almost ready to go, and then one team had to drop out. So you need a team that was already there, locked in, be there at the beginning. And yeah, they have a chance to compete. And, you know, if the team is good enough, you always have a chance to compete. Even if you join midway through the event, you can always have a chance to maybe compete and get in one of the top three spots. There's always a chance for everyone to do that. If not, if you're joining in and you know you don't necessarily have the points or have the chance to join in, well, you're going to have access to the private server. You're gonna be in a private server. You're gonna be like in an event competing against other like really skilled people, and you get to know exactly what it's like to be in an event like this, what it's like to be on a private server, what it's like to compete against really good players. And I say this because players of all skill levels are invited to sign up. Now, I said that it was going to be limited to people inside that geographic area. However, I said after a certain amount of time, if I don't have 10 teams signed up, I'm going to open it up to everyone. So right now, we've passed the deadline. So right now, the signups are open to everyone. Everyone around the world can join in. Very likely it's going to be happening on the EU servers, but, you know, some people can still play with a decent amount of lag. And I mean, they can't play decently even with some lag, even if it's probably going to be on the EU servers that is going to be connecting. But if I don't have 10 teams, I can't necessarily have an event. It's already been set up and locked by people at Shark Mob, so the event is going to happen. It's just I need people to play so the event can happen. And as another reminder, I've instated this rule because these are my events, okay? This is the competitive tournaments organized by me. I have my own set of rules that are added to that. They're not very different from the rules of other people, right? They're not that different. It's just I adding another extra rule because why I've been setting those events up, the competitive tournaments specifically, it's because people have been asking me, how can I get these masks? Constantly. For months and months and weeks and days, I get DMs, people, or if it's not me, it's in the Discord, it's in the Reddit, it's on social media. People want access to these masks. And I tell them, we need to have competitive events happen. Now, it's been months since those competitive events have been organized by anyone. They have to be set up by the community. The community managers aren't going to do anything, okay? They're not there to organize events. They're there to support us, the community. We have to instigate. We have to make those events happen, all right? So I was just like, okay, if no one else is doing competitive events, doing competitive tournaments or whatever, all right, I'm going to step in, I'm going to do this. But my main point of doing this is not for necessarily just show who's the best of the best all the time. It's to give people an opportunity to compete against each other, but to get the masks. So, in order to make sure that there's a rotation, okay, I've said that the people who've already competed in other competitive events, who've already collected their masks, if they got all the rewards that you're currently seeing on the screen right now, okay? Every time that you compete, you get a mask and you get a banner and icon. And every time that you compete, you get one more until you get all of them. There's that much point in you competing if you've got already all of the prizes, because people are gonna go like, but I want all of the prizes, but it's always the same, very like the best people that are always at the top. So I instigated this rule if you're joining in my events, if you got all the prizes, you're not allowed to join in those competitive events anymore. For my events. Some other people can make other competitive events and they can have everyone in there and everyone else can compete. All right. But I want the people to be in the top 3, to be people who need those prizes, who don't already have those prizes. So eventually, as I organize more and more of those competitive events, the list of people that join up is going to start rotating, is going to start changing. So you're not going to see always all the really skilled people at the top. Suddenly you're going to see different people who are not necessarily like super hyper competitive people. You're going to see maybe more casual people. So I'm saying this to everyone. It's not because it's a competitive event that it means that you need to be competitive. If you practice a little bit, if you're doing better than the others, then you're pretty much going to be like getting in the top 3. It's not going to be that much difficult for you, but you need to sign up, okay? I want to make sure that as many people as possible have a chance at getting the competitive mass, but the competitive people are going to eventually be at the top of the lists. At some point, you're going to see some people rotate out. Also, there are some people that have already won in the past. They're already grouped up with their friends, but suddenly they can't be, so their friends need to find other teammates. So it's going to be a little rotation. It's going to be interesting. The meta of the teams is going to change. The meta of who you're going to see compete is going to also change. So it's always going to be fresh. It's not always going to be the same people at the top, the same people competing, and more people are going to have, like, I hope that people at some point are going to understand, hey, I might actually have a chance. So people, sign up. Please sign up. If you want to get those masks, you want to stop bothering me in DMs to tell me like, I want those masks, how can I do it? Sign up. Sign up. Join in. It's your only chance. Also, if you sign up, if you join in, even if you're a backup team and you don't get your chance of joining in, I remember last time you signed up, you saw how we worked. You saw how the whole event works. You know, next time that your team is going to sign up, I'm going to remember, hey, you signed up. I already gave you the all clear to join in the event. You know, not going to be any question. Next time, I'm gonna pop you in there if ever there is some decisions, because I need to select the teams that are gonna be there. If ever I have a tough choice to make, the people that I recognize, the people that have signed up in the past, I've already vetted them. Yeah, of course you're gonna be in the lists. So, you know, it's not wasted time on anyone to sign up. Just got to be there. Just got to make sure that your calendar is clear for this event. Now, the other thing to remember also is that, hey, since I made an EU event this time, this means that the next time is going to be an NA event. So I haven't selected a date for it yet, but you can expect that the next one that's going to be happening next month, this one is going to be for NA. I mean, not NA, I mean the Americas, okay? Because I know we've got some Brazilian players, we got some players we got some players in South America and all of this. So you're all going to be invited in that event as well. Don't worry. That's going to be like one and then the other, and then I'm going to see if it's still needed, if there is still a demand to do a regional only kind of event, or if I get back to just having global events all the time, and then we're going to see. Okay, but it's an experiment. No one's done this before, so that's what we're doing right now. So remember to sign up for this event. We've got a lot of rules listed here. Take the time to read all the rules. There's going to be some extra rules, and for everyone that has signed up and that's waiting for like confirmation and all of this, that's all going to be posted. You're all going to be invited in a Discord server probably on Monday or Tuesday. in the incoming Monday or Tuesday, so we can already start getting people in, getting everyone set up in the Discord, already start posting the rules, the final rules. We might have a little like change to make in the point calculation here for the places. We've been getting some feedback to increase the value. So yeah, there's like, take the time to read all of this, because getting a bunch of questions as I'm streaming and getting ready to give the go to start the event. It's not the right time to start asking questions when we're about to start and all of that. So yeah, sign up. Signups are going to be open for the rest of the weekend. And yeah, probably on Monday I'll have the selection of the teams and all of that good stuff. I'm asking for the PS5 community. Do you see yourself planning one anytime with harsher restrictions? No. One in a PS5 event. Can PS5 be a backup team? No, because it is a private server. PS5 cannot join the private server. That's why these competitive events are for PC. It's because the setup, like we have no choice but to separate PC and PS5. PC, some people wouldn't like. It's because we have the option for private server, and we've got like the okay to have those set up. That's why PC is taking place on private server. It's much more easy to control who gets in the match, and that's because we have that option. We're going to use it. For PS5, it's different. PS5, there is no possibility for a private server. It's not possible. We've already asked like a bajillion times already, and they said that it's because it's the way to connect to the private server or the way to set up with the private server. It's not possible with PS5. So PS5 players, if ever you get a competitive tournament to happen, trios competitive tournament to happen, it has to be on the public servers. So there are like little special rules that need to be done in that case. I've heard of like at least 2 different people who said that they want to organize competitive tournaments for PS5, but I know that because no one really in the PlayStation community has set up events before. I know that one of them has been asked, hey, how about you do some basic events, you know, some of the kind of events that, like, you know, I'm used to doing, you know, like, you know, like kind of, you know, little community events, just to see if you can handle doing all of this, you know, handle like having, like, being organized, distributing prizes, handling drama, you know, making sure that you've got an event like that's got like you got publicity, you know, you got a little bit of marketing, you know, get people interested in, like, are you able to handle organizing an event? Like, they're probably going to ask you like to do like a 1 or 2 or something like that. And then after that, the community managers are going to be feeling safe to go like, okay, have a shot at organizing a competitive event, because it's that is one thing, and it's still right here. It's right here in my rules, and especially like in terms of my rules, because I've had to deal with competitive events in the past, and that is something that the community managers have been asking me. I mean, asking me in a certain way. No drama. I have my own rule about this, but it's basically I say no drama for my events. It's just to ensure that Sharkbob continues to agree to set up the private servers for us and continues to give out competitive prizes in the future, because it happened in the past that they almost pulled out of an event. They almost pulled out of giving prizes because there was too much drama that was happening. And they said, for the sake of the event, just to make sure that we have a good, clean event, that no one's going to put into question, that no one's going to flood the servers, the Discord servers and the DMs and all of this, going like, well, this is fair, this isn't fair, and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. You should give prizes, you should not give prizes. In that case, the community managers, if ever there's prizes, their thing is going to be like, we're out, you know, deuces. You deal with your own event. We're not gonna give prizes, okay? Or they're gonna be like, you can't handle like an event doing it that way. We're gonna pull out of giving out competitive prizes, and it's their prerogative to do that, and you have to respect that, okay? Because they're not necessarily gonna deal with our shit, to put it bluntly. They're not going to deal with any of this. They're not going to deal with any of the community issues. All right, it's just everyone. We're setting up an event. You guys got to behave. Basically, that's it. Basically, that's always been what I've been asking for my own events. That's always what Far's been asking for her own events. Even though once in a while after we've got an event happening, that's why I say like sometimes the final scores that we say are not the final scores, because we got DMs, we got people contesting the scores, we got people contesting other players, we got people coming in with some clips, with some VODs, with some proof that other people are not necessarily up to par, not necessarily up to good and all of this. And we have to check. Sometimes we have to send out a few tickets to support. We have send a few tickets to anti-cheat to make sure that some people are legit or not. But also like there's also some TOS stuff. So you got to follow terms of service and all of that. So it's just to make sure that you're able to handle an event, that it's not just going to be an event where it's going to be like your group of friends together and you're going to make a competition where it's basically all of you just making a little show and dance to give each other some competitive prizes between each other, okay? The community managers will absolutely not do that, because it's almost happened once, okay? One was almost borderline of having like not necessarily being a competitive event. And they give prizes, but they did it with gritted teeth, and that's when they said, okay, we gotta not make this happen this time. So, that's a whole thing to say. That's the whole thing to say. Like, that's also the reason why I'm not organizing any more PS5 events for the time being, for me. I'm always available to help out people, okay? I'm always available to help out people on the PlayStation side. If ever you want to get an event happening and you need some help, you need some advice, I'm always good to help you with all of this. It's just that I myself am not going to organize any more PlayStation events for the near future because of what happened last time when I had to cancel an event. And it was a lot of time and effort and a lot of planning completely wasted because of a few people that were trying to do some stuff. Anyways, getting over this. So yeah, we've got this. This is happening next Saturday. It's going to be on the, well, I'll have to check it, but it's going to be on the main Bloodhunt channel. I'm going to be casting it. I'm going to be hosting it. Far's going to help me. All of this stuff is going to be posted on the main Discord, all the information to say, hey, join up. If you're not going to be participating, there's going to be some viewer prizes. So yeah, join in the stream, and we're going to give you some. We're going to do some giveaways of prizes during that time. But no, the giveaways are going to be for like other cosmetic prizes other than the cosmetics mask, okay? Just because people asked last time, it's like, you're going to do a viewer giveaway with the competitive masks? No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. That being said, moving on to other things, we've got, in case you don't know, we've got a Bloodhunt community schedule of some events that Far and I are organizing for the community. So if you don't know, we've got Fashion Victims that right now that's going on. We've got a submission week of Fashion Victims. Yeah, like I said, we've got the competitive tournament that's happening next Saturday. Oh, by the way, yeah, Fashion Victims, we've had to move a little bit. Anyways, and then after that, we have a mega FUNament that's also going to be happening on the day of the second year of launch anniversary of Bloodhunt, and then we're going to have another Fashion Victims at the end of the month. And I've heard that there's going to be maybe 1 or 2 other surprises that could be happening this month. I don't know exactly when they're going to happen, but I've been told by a good source that is going to be happening. Now, why am I saying this? Why am I telling you all about this? All of these options here for events that are happening inside the community? Well, that is because we've got some new community prizes for all the events that we're putting together. So these are the prizes that you can get by joining up in all of these events. Prizes may vary in between from one event to the other, but what we've got the flamingo hair, bubblegum hair color. We've got the spectral wing tattoo, which is a very nice purple, flashy purple tattoo that you got on your body. And you've got the slumber maker icon and love letter banner. These are all items that were available in the past. That have been unobtainable for ever since like the moment when they were obtainable. And yeah, we're giving those as prizes for the community. So, events that we currently have, or that we're going to have, that have these prizes, we've got, as usual, every week we've got Scouting Prague, an event organized by FAR, where you need to basically redo the image in the form, and then you can win a cosmetic prize. How does that look in the form? Well, the point of it is you need to grab the same outfit archetype, and you find the location, and you submit the screenshot. What do we have this week? It's this picture. So all you need to do, find exactly where she took that picture, take a picture at the same place with your character, which is being the same archetype. You've got a little hint of what archetype it is, and you can see the outfit there. You need to replicate these things, so outfit, archetype, and screenshot, and then you can have a chance of winning. What do we have this week? You've got you got a choice between the flamingo hair color and the icon and banner. She rotates the prizes every week, so yeah. You get to select, you send a little bit of information, and the header that is here, is a little indication, it's a little hint of where you can find that location. So, yeah, you need to find that, you have a chance of winning a prize. Other thing we've got is fashion victims. Let me just grab the link. First of all, need to acknowledge the winner of Fashion Victims last week. So for the event, A Business in the Front, it was this screenshot that was voted the best by the community of what was the best in terms of fashion, but also fit the theme. So this one called For Business in the Front. This one's called It's Just Business by Erin Riss. And person that voted, remember every time that there is a vote for fashion victims, everyone that's in the voting pool, there is one name that is pulled out randomly, and they get to win a bend the knee emote at random, and the winner for the vote was Grecia. So congratulations to both of these people. Erin Riss managed to get the last batch that we had of the Fiercely Loyal outfit, Lupin outfit, and Fluorophore tattoo, which are still going to be available, but piecemeal, distributed very randomly once in a while. Whenever people still have codes that are still floating for different events, keep an eye on the events. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, to know when these are going to be happening. But right now, we've got our new bunch of prizes that are available for everyone. And we also have a new Fashion Victims event that started this week, and this one is called Ultimate Bloodhunter. Send in this week, you have up until Sunday evening. Send us your best screenshot of the fashion of your character, with a location, and maybe an emote of what it looks for you, what it means for you to look like the ultimate blood hunter. All right, and send us your screenshots. Our judges will be taking 6 screenshots out of all the submissions, and next week at this point we're Saturday at the time of recording, so probably Monday or Tuesday we're going to be posting the lists of the votes of the people. Then you can vote. Of course, if you vote, you have a chance of winning a Bend the Knee emote. But if you are one of the 6 people that are selected, you will have a chance of winning these items right here. So the bubblegum hair color, the spectral wing tattoo, and the slumber maker icon and love letter banner. So there you go. If you want one of those, gotta participate. Gotta get in there. All right. And the link to all of this is posted on the side. I might as well just post it right here inside the chat. Boom. That is the link to the form that you need to fill in with your screenshot in order to join in. So yes, deadline to submit is on Sunday evening. Next event, which I'm very anxious to see exactly how it's going to work. It is the Mega FUNament on April 27th. We are going to have 46 winners during that day, because that day is going to be, like I said, the 2-year anniversary of the launch of Bloodhunt. This is going to go over the 4 game modes that we currently have in the game. Basically, during the 3 hours, because now it's going to be expanded to 3 hours. The 3 hours that the FUNament is going to be taking place, you are going to play all of the 4 game modes, or the game modes that you want, and you're going to submit a form, 1 form per game mode, and you're going to do like we usually do. Like usually the way that we work is, normally one event, usually in a FUNament is just like, let's say, solos, and then you submit your 3 best matches for solos, and then based on your performance and your scores and all of that, as we usually do, we've got some people that win in the kill race, and then we've got some winners inside the closest to average category for that, for solos. Let's say that's the example I'm using. But we are going to have that happen for all 4 game modes at the same time. So you're going to play some solos, submit your scores, and then you're going to open up another form. You're going to play duos and then submit your scores. Then you're going to play some trios, do that and submit the scores. Then you're going to play TDM and submit your scores for this. You don't have to play all of the categories. There are some categories that you don't feel necessarily comfortable in, that's fine. But the more you submit in all the different categories, the more you have chances of winning something. And remember that the category of closest to average on every category is pretty random. It depends on everyone's performance. So 3 hours, we said it's probably going to be enough time. I think it's going to be a little tight. But yeah. This is going to be a day where everyone, this is for everyone. It's for PC, PS5, everyone can join in during this event. It's just going to be during the 3 hours. Go crazy on Bloodhunt. Just play all the games, all the matches. And for each category, you're going to need to send a different form. But sign up only once, please. And yeah, I don't know exactly how we're gonna cast this. It's gonna be crazy. Yeah, probably not that much, paying attention to what's gonna be happening on the stream, because it's probably gonna be a little bit random. But if you are a participant, which you should be, because basically you play Bloodhunt, there you go, play Bloodhunt. Whichever category you're playing Bloodhunt, send in some scores, and then you have a chance of winning something. So yeah, and also if we're looking at the form here, Okay, so we still have also the participation reward. If you did not get your participation reward of the Dark Angel and Iron Will icon and banner, which is, hold on, this isn't, by the way, the link to the prizes isn't good, but the icon and banner. Oh wait, no, sorry, hold on, it's here. There you go. If you don't have already this as these are participation prizes, so you just need to send in your form once with some matches that you actually participated in. You're automatically going to get this added to your account. And yeah, but the prizes, the cosmetic prizes, are all the cosmetic prizes that I've shown you a moment ago. So you know, the 2 different hair colors, the tattoo, and the icon and banner, the Slumber Maker and Love Letter icon and banner. These are going to be the new prizes. Number of tokens has been adjusted a little bit because we're giving out so many prizes. And closest to average, we've limited to 3 winners per category instead of our usual 5. But, and this is the important thing. This is the important thing. Are you reading this, people? Are you reading this? Per game mode, if you submit your scores, legitimate scores, in a category, you have a chance of winning a Techno Demon Mask code. There is going to be 1 code per category. So if you've been wanting to get a Techno Demon Mask, there's going to be 1 opportunity. Actually, 4 opportunities to get one. All right? So if you know people that are interested in getting Techno Demon Mask, there's your chance. There's your chance. Probably going to do a little bit more advertising about this on next week when the event is going to be coming in. Let them exclusive? What? Let them exclusive? Let them remain exclusive? Well, they're going to be exclusive because we only have a certain amount of codes that we can get for Techno Demon. Like, all the codes for Techno Demon and Fuchsia Finish and Purple Pain, all of this, like all the codes that were printed on cards, they were all printed once. There was 1 print that was done. And after that, there's no other codes that are going to be generated. So Techno Demon, yeah, there's got to be, like, we're probably going to be scraping the bottom of the barrel. Okay? So that's it. Like, it's not going to be like someone at SharkMob that generates more codes for Techno Demon. No, that's not a thing that's going to happen. The Techno Demon, the moment that all the codes are claimed, that's it. That's all going to be it. Like, they're done. They're done. They're no more. So they are, by definition, Techno Demon masks are exclusive because there's a certain amount of them that are printed. Just so you know, MC Enterprise. So yeah, this is going to be a big event. I hope that you're going to join in. I hope, like, this is for everyone that plays Bloodhunt. You got to have some chances to win some prizes. But yeah, join us. Mark your calendar, April 27th. If you want to know what is your time, it's in what time zone, you can click it here. Figure out what's your time zone and all of this. Gonna have to get one of those masks. I need it. Yeah, Enzy. Yeah. Gonna have to spread the word that there's Techno Demon masks. Because right now we haven't made, like, a lot of publicity. Because right now we've been focusing more on, like, let's get people inside the competitive event and in the competitive tournament. And then, like, once the competitive event is going to be, like, done and gone, like, next Saturday, then we're going to go, like, okay, following Saturday, mega FUNament, there's Techno Demon masks. And then people are going to go, oh my god, I want to take the Demon mask. Oh, that's fantastic. I want to get one. All right, so tell your friends. Moving on, we also have... if you already knew from last week, this is posted in the community events channel in the Bloodhunt Discord. Send your best clip for a Bloodhunt birthday montage. Basically, Kunseru, who's currently in the chat, is going to make a 3 to 5 minute video, I think was the objective, of a montage of all the clips. Basically, any clip that you think is good: an ambush, a chase, a glitch, a victory, someone falling inside the inside a shark's mouth. Any of that stuff. Like, it doesn't need to be like a very long clip that you send him, because he wants to make like maybe a 5-minute video. So it's gonna be like some of the best stuff. He wants to put that together. You need to submit that before the 21st of April, because he wants to get that ready for the day of the FUNament, basically. As kind of a little like thank you, a little love letter to the Bloodhunt community. If you got some clips, send that to him. I need to do that myself. And basically, the clip, the link for the clip, I just posted it there. But it's basically here's the montage, here's Discord information, and then like the next page, it allows you, it asks you to upload the video or send the link of your clip. And basically that's it. If you want to have access to this, access to the clip, access to all that information, there it is, the Bloodhunt Discord. Here's the link to join the Bloodhunt Discord. And yeah, you're going to be alerted on anything that's happening inside the Bloodhunt community if we got some events happening. But yeah, at this point in time, I'll let you know, because we're done with the news, I'll let you know what can we expect now. Well, what can we expect this week? We've got the community vote that ends this weekend. We've got the submissions for the new fashion victims that ends this weekend. We've got, so all of this, like when I say it ends this weekend, it means Sunday evening is the last time that you got to join up. We've got the competitive event. The signups also end on Saturday evening, so sign up for that event as well. Meanwhile, we've got Scouting Prague, the Scouting Prague event. It always ends on Wednesday, and a new one starts on Wednesday, so it's always ongoing, but it's always on Wednesdays. Wednesday, very early in the morning, whenever it switches over, we got a new one. So join up to that. Go find the location and submit it during the weekend. And then, yeah, we've got the Mega FUNament. You can already sign up. It's going to be for, April 27th, when it's going to be happening. So spread the word for these events. Sign up, participate. Want to make it clear, everyone can join up. All of those events, including the competitive one, everyone can join up. Doesn't matter what kind of skill level you are. You're welcome to join in all of this, especially the FUNament. The FUNament is for everyone. If you like Bloodhunt, you like playing Bloodhunt, you get to play with Bloodhunt with us during that 3-hour window and submit your scores, and you get to win stuff. It would be a shame, because we got 46 prizes. It would be a shame if we don't have enough people to give prizes to. Considering, like, I know the amount of active accounts that we have in Bloodhunt, we need to get a lot of people joining in for that special event for the anniversary of the Bloodhunt launch. But there you go. So join in, participate, watch the streams, lurk in the streams, help out the community, share, like, retweet, tell your friends. As a reminder, the game is in our hands. The community managers, we still have them, but still the community is the key. The community is still the way to move forward. And all those things, all of those events that are made by the community, we need more people in the community to do more stuff if we need to continue. If we want to have this community continue to move forward. So help out, have fun, play the game. Don't burn yourself out on the game. And it's okay. There's other games that exist out there. It's okay to want to play other games, but yeah, if you want to continue like helping out the game, you don't want this game to die, you need to join up, you need to compete, you need to help out with the community. That's the only way that it's going to continue to move forward. Also, if ever you hear about some people that are doing some giveaways and other kinds of stuff, please let me know so I can give you a little shout out during the stream. And also when I'm posting on social media, I can always let people know to go in your direction. Speaking of giveaways, remember that whenever I'm streaming this game or streaming this news, I always have the special drops on my channel. I do code giveaways, such as after I'm done recording, I'm still going to be streaming. I'm going to be giving away a purple pain code to PC players only for the people that are still inside the stream when I'm done recording. But yeah, that's it for us. Remember to be kind to each other and to yourself. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next week.